Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Team of the Season card to review today for Cuadrado. Now, this card is actually very interesting because I don't necessarily only see him as an actual fullback. You can definitely start him off in the fullback position, but the way that this team is kind of lined up right now kind of suggests that you may want to use him in a nice little three at the back formation. Use him as a right mid, right wing in a team, right? Because a player like this that actually has a defensive presence but is an attacking oriented player, like it's kind of like when you use Marcelo, and then you give him like a shapeshifter's card in the CDM position, and you could play him in the striker position, you could still play it well, and have a defensive presence. That's the vibe that this Cuadrado is giving me, right? So I kind of wanted to see some specific things on Footbin after we review some of the things on this card in regards to traits, pace, all that kind of stuff. So we are taking a look at a card that is 5'10" with high medium work rates, right-footed with 5-star skill moves and a 3-star weak foot. So obviously the only thing that's wrong with the card is the 3-star weak foot. It'd be better if it was higher, but it's not necessarily like a big deal, right? In regards to traits, he has the flare trait, which is always a cool thing to have, of course, right? But it's the specific in-game stats that this card has for the rotation policy that's going to be a really nice thing to have, right? 96 acceleration and 99 sprint speed is already good enough. You don't need to improve it. Now, again, depending on how you want to line up with this card in-game, it'll depend on what chemistry styles that you're using. So let's just say, for instance, you want to use him as one of your attackers, right? Maybe in the right mid position, the right wing position, and still have defensive-oriented stats. If you take a look, he already has some pretty decent base card stats in the defense if he's playing in the attacking position. So if you give him a sniper chemistry style, boosting his finishing by a plus 15 when he already has shot power, long shots, and then significant dribbling stat increases, he could definitely play in the attacking positions. And then if you want to rotate him to the right back position, even on the sniper chemistry style, you can do that if you are playing more attacking oriented. You know, you want to play him in the right mid position or whatever. It makes sense to actually do that. Now, if you're using him in the fullback position specifically, people gave him a sentinel. I don't think a sentinel makes that much sense because of the fact that he already has a physical presence and stats. Oh, okay, so that's okay. That makes more sense. So you're actually giving him plus 10 for strength. When he already has 99 aggression, his defensive stats are significantly improved as well, while he already has pace, dribbling stats, shooting stats, passing stats. Okay, so if you're going to be using him strictly in the right back position, the Sentinel would definitely make a lot of sense in this card as well, just for, you know, stats that are already there. Backbone as well. I think Backbone has passing on it. If you're going to be increasing passing, that's just completely irrelevant in my opinion. I mean, you could increase the passing, but it's not that big of a deal. And then there's Guardian. So Guardian want to go ahead and improve his dribbling as well. No. Yeah, Sentinel is the best one. So if you're going to be strictly using him in the right back position, and you may want to put him in the right mid position, I think Sentinel would still be the best one. Like, yeah, his finishing is not super high, but you have a really good rotational player, right? Because he is a high medium work rate player with 3-star skills, and the fact that he is a 5'10" player, you could actually potentially use him as a center mid because of the fact that he has 91 attacking positioning, and then you could also use him in the CDM position. So there's a lot of things you could do with this card because of the stats that he has. He has stats in every single area that allows you to use him wherever you want, right? So what we're going to be doing first is I want to try him out in the right back position because in a setup in a 4-2-3-1, I need to see how aggressive he is pushing forward. Because of me not giving him a chemistry style, we could try him out with a Sentinel first, because this is actually an untradeable in my boy's team over here. I want to see what he's like with his defensive presence, because as you guys know, I feel like players always play more to their base card stats than they do the upgraded versions, even though I do think the upgraded versions definitely improves the card. It's going to be very interesting to check out. So 91 attacking positioning with a plus 10 for defensive awareness is going to be interesting, especially because he has the high medium work rates. So let's see the custom tactics we're going to be working with here. We're going to be using the typical 4-2-3-1 tactics that we normally use. Pressure on heavy touch, balance, right? But the fullbacks, this one I'm actually going to tell him to stay back while attacking. If you guys didn't check out the review for Hernandez, be sure to do so, just to see why I think he needs to have that instruction. But with Cuadrado, we're actually going to tell him to be on balance because I need to see what he's like pushing forward, coming back, and the different positions I'd like to use the card in. I want to see specifically how good his dribbling is without me actually improving it. So that's another thing that I want to see as well. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. All right. Oh, he actually looks taller in game. Holy, he looks really big in game. What the heck? Oh, his skill moves are super fast. I wonder if this is a thing, because it feels like it is. When you have 5-star skill moves, do you just feel faster in game when you do the skill move? Because he definitely does, man. He's rapid. Just doing that fake shot right there, he's really fast. Yeah, dudes, the fact that he actually feels taller in game, this guy could actually potentially be a really good fullback on the stay back while attacking instruction. But I could already tell you this right now. You guys want to use him as a right mid? 100% could be used there for sure. I'm going to aggressively push him forward over here now, because I want to see what he does in this situation. Look at how tall he looks in game. Oh, left stick dribbling really good. You don't have to improve the dribbling. That's actually solid. He does actually push it back into position quite nicely. He definitely does it more in an aggressive way than Hernandez when he's on the balance instruction, which is solid. I like his positioning so far. Gonna do some L trigger shield right here. There you go, nice little defending right there. Okay, Cuadrado's pretty nice so far. I'm liking him. Oh, doing the faker button, the fact that he has 5-star skills. Yeah, guys, for me personally, like you could see how aggressive he is pushing back into the defensive areas again. I would 100% use this card as one of my fullbacks in a team. I think he's actually really, really solid so far. I like when fullbacks actually have the skill moves, because just to get away from certain players when they're putting pressure on your defense is actually like a really nice thing to be able to do. And the fact that he actually does that really well is a really beneficial thing, because I don't know, man. Like, he feels very solid. I'm not using him on stay back while attacking, but the fact that he actually pushes back into position really quickly is very, very important to me, because he's a player that can dribble really well and actually has a really solid attacking presence. I do want to force him a little bit forward, just to see what he's like really pushing back there, because in the generic positions, he's doing it, which is great. See, just his positioning right here is actually pretty solid. Okay, so this is where you want to force him a little bit right here. So we'll force this guy to make the run, call him back, do a 1-2 play. Okay, now we'll lose the ball over here. Perfect. Oh, let me just switch off him here. Oh, we got the ball back. Let's just do that real quick. Nice little skill move. I'm watching the radar right now. You see how aggressive he is to push back into position? That's good. That's very good, man. So if you actually have this guy on the balance instruction, he comes back really quickly, which is amazing. This guy skips all of his replays, man. Oh, God. There's still people in this community that I like. Oh, this guy just plays, man. He just score and keep it going. Let's keep it rolling, man. I like it. Very nice. I do still want to try him out on the pushes, of course, because I feel like I still kind of want to test that a little bit. I'm going to do it like one more time and then see what's up. Yeah, he feels light on his feet too. Like if he's just running straight, you know when the players just feel lighter? He feels pretty nice, man. I like him a lot in the fullback position. I think this card's actually cheaper than the Hernandez card, or it came out cheaper. I think he's like 200k. He's pretty solid, man. I'm liking him. Yeah, it marks a player making that run as well, which is nice. Nice. Good defensive play right there. Yeah, it's good that he doesn't feel sloppy, right? Like, I feel like with Hernandez, because of his balance being super low and dribbling stats not being super up to par, he feels a little bit more sluggish, but he does have characteristics that actually makes him a good fullback on the stay back while attacking. But Cuadrado definitely, on balance, will offer that extra attacking presence, even here when we lose the ball. Not super aggressive. Yeah, he's man-marking in that situation right there. So he's not actually super aggressive in that situation. That's very strange that he can actually score that. And he keeps skipping. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, can we just get some claps in the comment section for this guy just being an absolute saint? Like, wow. Oh, you don't come across these guys, man. Yeah, so because he's not like a high work rated player, he's not going to consistently come back into the defensive areas. But guys, like I said, man, when you use fullbacks in this game, you're mostly using them on the stay back while attacking instruction anyway. So it's not necessarily a big deal that he's not aggressively always doing it because he doesn't have the high work rate. So it's pretty obvious that he's not going to consistently do it. But I mean, dude, he's pretty solid for what he's offering in game. I'm actually really liking the card. I like him more than Hernandez because of the fact that he's just more agile in regards to defending, right? So it just depends on the person, right? I like him personally on the stay back while attacking because I'm not going to often attack with him, but if he does, he'll offer that extra dribbling presence, attacking presence, which is going to be really nice. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to go ahead and make some subs. I want to use him the way that I would normally use him, and we'll basically take it from there. All right, boys, we made some subs to put Mbappe and Neymar in the team because, you know, they're super meta-oriented, so we'll see how the team plays out now. Oh, nice little goal right there. Mbappe, man, still one of the best strikers in regards to off-the-ball movement. It's so obvious, guys. Like I'm telling you, man, like some cards, they just fit that linear meta so well, and it's super obvious when you use them right away. Just takes one little sub with Mbappe playing up top as a striker, and you could just see it, man. These guys are freaking monstrous. Nice. Look at that off-the-ball movement. Holy crap, man. It's so obvious with these guys, dude. Alright, guys, so final verdict on the Cuadrado card. You know what, guys? For 200k, not too bad, man. I think he offers what he offers in game, right? With the Sentinel chemistry style, like I said earlier, I think it's the most ideal situation for this card because of the way that he moves in the defense, the way that he moves in the attack. His dribbling is actually really fast, and his skill moves, because of the 5-star skills, is actually really fast as well. The pace, you don't necessarily need to improve. The shooting presence is definitely a welcome one. The passing abilities that he has in the fullback position, or even potentially the right mid position, could be really good as well. He's not always going to consistently come back in the defense, but he's not like the Hernandez card where he is consistently man-marking. Like, there are moments where he aggressively comes back into the defense. If you are going to be using him in the right back position, you'll most likely use him on stay back while attacking anyway. So if you guys are going to be using him on stay back while attacking, he'll actually be able to defend for you really nicely. I think the Sentinel chemistry style is definitely the most relevant thing to give the card because the plus 10 for strength. But it's the defensive boost and whatnot that's also very important. So for 200k, you can't really go wrong for this card, in all fairness. I think you'll actually go lower, maybe like 150 at some point. Maybe. We'll see what's up with that. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed using the card. I think the thing that really brings this card up is the 5-star skill part, because it makes them really fun to use in the actual gameplay. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. That's going to be the final one before the 1 o'clock release today. So we'll see what EA decides to release today.